We're back. We're finally officially back. The NRL returns this Sunday. I'm so excited, man. My beloved North Queensland Cowboys are in the season opener over there in Las Vegas against the Knights. Round one is upon us. Obviously, only 2 games this week. And then obviously next week we've got 6 NRL games to finish off round one. So round one feels like it goes for 2 weeks, and it pretty much does. So it's going to be exciting. Really looking forward to this week. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and if you are new around here, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. If you're a new subscriber, thank you very much. If you're a regular viewer and you've been around for a while, thank you very much for always watching the content. Really appreciate it. Round one, man, it's going to be exciting. Vegas, obviously, it's going to be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I'm not heading over to Vegas. It is a shame. I should be there, but I'm not going to be there. So I will be watching the game at home, and I should announce this now. So if people want to tune in on Sunday, they can. I will be doing a live stream watch along on Sunday for the Knights versus Cowboys game. So if you want to watch my reaction to the game and see how it all goes, then tune into the live stream on Sunday. We will be starting the stream at 1 p.m., which is 15 minutes until Knights Cowboys kicks off. So 1 o'clock, New South Wales time, Sunday. Going to be a big live stream. We're going to have all the essentials. There's going to be can of Cokes. There's going to be lollies. There's going to be chips. It's going to be a great vibe. So really looking forward to Sunday and just looking forward to the season ahead. Round one's going to be great. Before we go any further, I would like to acknowledge the live chat, because without the live chat, there is no me whatsoever. I want to say hello to everyone that's tuning in here. G'day to Warriors NRL Fanatics. G'day to Mad Dog. G'day to Luke Sports Vlogs. G'day to Jaden Lemming, Jason Reader. Everyone else that is tuning in, I hope you are all doing great. G'day to Riley. G'day to everyone tuning in. Yes, that's going to be great. Really, really keen for the weekend, man. Bring on Sunday. Let's get to the round one tips and predictions. Let's talk about it. Oh, and also hello to Champa in the live chat. Footy is back. 100% it's back. And it all begins this week. Let's get into it. Like I said before, Sunday, the very first game, 1:15 p.m. New South Wales time. If you're in Queensland, it's actually a 12:15 kickoff. But 1:15 for me, from where I live and where I'm located in New South Wales, it is the Newcastle Knights, the last year's Wooden Spooners, up against the North Queensland Cowboys. Knights versus Cowboys, season opener. I can't remember the last time the Cowboys were involved in a season opener. I'm thinking it was like maybe 2009, 2010. It's been a while, man. Maybe 2008. I don't remember the last time we were the season opening game. Can't wait for this, man. So Knights Cowboys 1:15 kickoff. The Cowboys do go in as the favourites. They are $1.55. The Knights are outsiders, $2.45 for the Knights. Now, looking at the team list, the Knights have from what I was told and what I heard, that what the Knights were going to be doing with their team, I'm a little bit surprised with some of the selections. Like Fletcher Sharp at 5'8", with Dylan Brown at halfback. I didn't expect it. I thought Brown would be 6, Sharp 7, or Senden Smith. I'm a little bit surprised that they have gone that route. Trey Mooney starts in the front row. Obviously, their new recruit from Canberra. Trey Mooney, Dylan Lucas and Jermaine McEwen are in the back row. Frizzell's at lock forward. Their bench is Shannon Smith, Matt Croker, Thomas Cant, and Pasami Saulo. Obviously, it's a six-man bench, so you could see Tyson Gamble, Cody Hopwood, Fletcher Hunt, who knows, James Schiller. Who knows what will happen with this whole six-man bench thing. It's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds. For the Cowboys, it's pretty much what I expected the team to be. Obviously, Purdue at left center, Tom Chester at right center. I'm not surprised by that. Obviously, with Zach Labart being suspended, it gives Tom Chester an opportunity to play in the centers. Hess is starting in the front row. Clifford Dearden halves. Lukey McIntyre Cotter. I like that. I think McIntyre deserves to start. I'm glad he's starting. And just quickly, the bench. Sonny Luke, Thomas McKaylee, Harrison Edwards, Kai O'Donnell. Griffin Neame could be a late inclusion. He's obviously 18th man. He could be a late in. Same with Matt Lodge. Matt Lodge, jersey number 21. Could be a late in. But you guys know me. I'm going to tip the Cowboys regardless. I think we win. And look, I don't want to be too cocky going in to a round one game because last season's results and form does not mean a single thing now. It's a new season. Every team starts on 0 points. Yes, you may have your predicted ladders and how teams are going to go, where they're going to finish. But the most important factor here is every team is on 0 points. It's a new season. Anything can happen to start the year. You just don't know what's going to happen. But I'm expecting the Cowboys to win. I think we just have more points in us than the Knights do. You look at Drinkwater and Tommy Dearden. You look at Jackson Purdue. You look at Murray Talangi, Helam Lukey. Like, there's a lot of points out there. Reed Marnie as well. I know the field's a bit smaller than a normal NRL ground, but there's a lot of points out there for the Cowboys. So I think we can get away with a fairly nice win to start the season. My prediction, I'm going to go with the Cowboys to win. I think it will be somewhat high scoring. I'm going to go with a scoreline of the Cowboys 32, the Knights 14. So I'm going to say the Cowboys win by 18 points. First try scorer, I'm going to go with the right center, Tom Chester. I'm going to back him in for the first try of the game. For an anytime try scorer, I think Helam Lukey is going to crash over for a try at some point. And for the Knights, I can see Dominic Young crashing over for a try at some point. So Cowboys by 18, Tom Chester to score the first try. Go the Cowboys, bring on Sunday. And the final game of Las Vegas round one. This game kicks off at 3:30 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. The Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs will take on the St. George Illawarra Dragons. A massive rivalry game here between these two sides. A lot of history between the two clubs, Bulldogs and the Dragons. There's a lot of history, man. You look at it, like they've played 48 times since 1998. The Bulldogs have won 31 and the Dragons have won 17. So the Bulldogs do have the obviously the Bulldogs have a better record over the Dragons. They do have the wood over the Dragons. That's what I was looking for. The Dogs have the wood over the Dragons, and they did play round one last year, and the Dragons did win. The Bulldogs did win that game, 28 points to 20. And they played another game later in the year where the Dragons had the game won. And with 2 minutes to go, Lockie Galvin threw a pass, and the Bulldogs won the game with about 2 minutes to go. So the Dragons definitely would like to win one over the Dogs. And it's going to be interesting, this game, because it may look one-sided, but the thing about the Dragons is, and this happens quite a lot with the Dragons, they seem to start the years off quite well. Like, the Dragons are a pretty good team early in the year, like round one, round two. They usually go okay early on. So they've been written off, and so I'm interested to see how they go here. If you look at the betting odds, though, the Bulldogs, they are $1.40, and the Dragons are at $3.05. So really nice price for the Dragons if you think they can win this game in Vegas. Now, looking at the team list, Jacob Carraz is all good to go. He's named on the wing. I didn't think Carraz was going to be fit for round one, but he is there. Montoya is also there, so interesting stuff there. Matt Burton, apparently all good to go from his hamstring scare that he had in the trials. So Burton and Galvin will be the halves combination. Max King is there in the front row. Kickow and Preston in the back row. No surprises there. The Bulldogs bench is very solid, though. Kurt Mann, Satili Tupanua, Harry Hayes, and Josh Curran. I did not think Josh Curran was going to get a spot on the bench. Going into the trials and everything, I didn't think Curran was going to get picked. So, good to see he got named there. As for the Dragons, well, there is a bit of pressure on Shane Flanagan, I suppose, going into the season. Valentine Holmes is apparently going to play right center. So, interesting one there. Val on the right. I'm keen to see how he goes. Setu, too, who looked pretty good in the preseason. He's won a spot on the right wing. So, good luck to Setu. I hope he goes well. Flanagan and Atkinson in the halves. I'm keen to see how that goes. I know in the Charity Shield it didn't go all that well for them, but I'm keen to see how it goes. Looking at the Dragons forward pack, a lot of people are very critical of the Dragons forward pack, and look, it's not that great, but I really like what they've done here. Toby Couchman's getting a starting spot with Emre Gula, who's a solid player on his day. And I know he's pretty inconsistent, but on his day, he goes all right. Leilua and Sua in the back row. Very good back row there. And Hamish Stewart. I think Hamish Stewart's going to have a breakout season. I think he might be the Dragons' shining light this season. I think he'll go well. I do have concerns about their bench. Hame Sele, I don't know, man. He seems to be past his best a little bit. Josh Kerr, I think he'll be handy. Ryan Couchman goes all right. Blake Laurie as well. Like, Blake Laurie getting picked over a young guy like Jacob Halanganu is a little bit of a surprise to me. I'm not particularly a big fan of that. So maybe they'll make a late change. I don't know. But for this game, it's easy to tip the Bulldogs. It is. Like, it's easy to tip the Bulldogs. And everyone thinks the Bulldogs probably win well here. But it's round one. It's Vegas. There's probably going to be, like, there's always some sort of weird stuff in the air. Something's going to happen. There's going to be an upset. And I think the Dragons are going to upset the Bulldogs on Sunday. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go for the upset. I think the Dragons can cause a huge upset on Sunday. Bit of a boil over. I don't know, man. I just feel some of these combinations for the Dragons. I like Val Holmes with that Setu fella. I like some of the, I think some of the Dragons forwards will go really well here. I think Hamish Stewart, Toby Couchman, I think they'll go really well here. I don't know, man. I might be wrong. Bulldogs might win this by fucking 20 for all I know, but I'm going to go for a huge upset here and say the Dragons will shock the Bulldogs in Vegas and the Dragons will win in a very tight game. So I'm going to go the Dragons by 6. I'm going to go a scoreline of 20. You know what? I'm going to go 22 points to 16 in favor of the Dragons. For the first try scorer, I'm going to go Setu 2, the young winger, to score the first try. I think we'll see a try from Christian Tuipulotu as well at some stage. And for the Bulldogs, I can see Stephen Crichton scoring a try at some point as well. So I'm going to go the Cowboys to beat the Knights by 18 points, 13 plus. And I'm going to go the Dragons to cause an upset 1-12. Dragons by 6. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in to my NRL Las Vegas Round 1 tips and predictions. I really appreciate all you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be live again in about 2 hours from now for this episode 3 of the Sports League podcast. Me and CJ Moxley from Rabbitohs Report. So make sure you tune into that one at about 7 p.m. It's going to be a good one, a lot to talk about tonight. So tune into that one in about 2 hours from now. Thanks for watching. Leave your tips in the comment section down below, everyone. Thank you for watching. And bring on round 1, Las Vegas this weekend. Go the Cowboys. See you later.